Small world, the world of informative flashcards. Flashcards and Organization and Management of Barangay Part 1. Define organizing. Organizing is the process of creating an organizational structure that will assist in working towards the vision, mission, and goals. What is organization? An organization is a group of people who work together for a common purpose. It is the result of organizing process. Meaning of organizational structure. Organizational structure is the basic framework of relationships between tasks, responsibilities, and people. Steps in the designing an organizational structure. Step 1. Review the vision, mission, and strategies. Step 2. Outline the activities needed to accomplish these goals. Step 3. Design the relevant jobs and assign it to employees. Step 4. Define the relationships between individuals and groups. Step 5. Create an organizational structure design that will support the strategic, tactical, and operational plans. Step 6. Put a control mechanism in place. Meaning of unity of command and direction. A. Each employee should report to one supervisor only. B. Tasks and activities should be directed to the same mission and goals. Meaning of chain of command. Chain of command, also known as the scalar principle, means that each employee should be linked, unbroken chain, to someone higher up in the hierarchy until it reaches the CEO. Explain the 5 kinds of power. 1. Legitimate power, authority granted to a particular position. 2. Rewards power, power to give or withhold rewards. 3. Coercive power, power to enforce compliance through fear. 4. Referent power, personal power. People following someone they like. 5. Expert power, power based on knowledge and expertise. Principles of organizing. 1. Principle of objectives. 2. Principle of specialization. 3. Principle of coordination. 4. Principle of authority. 5. Principles of responsibility. 6. Span of control. 7. Principle of balance. 8. Principle of continuity. 9. Principle of unity of direction. 10. Principle of unity of command. 11. Principle of exception. 12. Principle of simplicity. 13. Principle of efficiency. 14. Scalar principle. Principle of objectives. According to the principle of objectives, the organization as a whole as well as its parts must have a clear-cut idea about the objectives of an enterprise. Every organization is evolved for a specific purpose. Principle of specialization. According to this principle, the whole work of a concern should be divided amongst the subordinates on the basis of qualifications, abilities, and skills. It is through division of work specialization can be achieved, which results in effective organization. Principle of coordination. In the organization, the coordination of different activities is an important principle. For the activities of various departments, there should be some agency to coordinate. In the organization, there are different departments and the whole department have to set their own goals in the absence of coordination. If proper coordination is done for different activities, the untimed aim of the concern can be achieved only. Principle of authority. The right and power guide and direct the organizational employees, so that the organization has achieved its desired goals. It can help the manager to take decisions. Because authority is given by an institution and therefore it is legal. It is vested in a particular position, not to the person. The authority flows downward in the line. Like that higher level to lower level of management. There should be an unbroken line of authority. Principle of responsibility, concept. It can be defined as respect for justice and involves efforts to fair treatment of all stakeholders. This means that ethical responsibility is central to the company's democratic legitimacy. Span of control. Span of control refers to the number of staff members that report to a particular manager. The number of subordinates should be such that the manager should be able to control their work effectively. Principle of balances. The principle means that assignment of work should be such that every person should be given only that much work which he can perform well. Some person is overworked and the other is underworked, then the work will suffer in both the situations. Principle of continuity. According to this principle, coordination is a process that requires continuity. Thus, it means that the process should not be only a one-time process. So, the process of coordination should begin at the time the organization starts. Principle of unity of direction. The principle of unity of direction is an administrative principle with the idea that all members of an organization with the same goals and objectives should work together towards achieving them. The principle states that they must use a single plan and be led by a single leader. Principle of unity of command. Unity of command means is principle of war, which states that all the forces fall under one responsible commander. It requires a single commander with the requisite authority to direct all forces in pursuit of a unified purpose. Principle of exception. The exception principle states that managers should concentrate their efforts on matters that deviate significantly from the normal and let subordinates handle routine matters. Principle of simplicity. The organizational structure should be simple so that it is easily understood by each and every person. The authority, responsibility, and position of every person should be made clear so that there is no confusion about these things. Principle of efficiency. The efficiency principle states that an action achieves the most benefit when marginal benefits from its allocation of resources equal marginal social costs. The goal is to produce desired products at the lowest possible cost, eliminating deadweight loss or misused resources. Scalar principles. The scalar principle means that there should be a clear definition of authority in the organization and that this authority flows, one link at a time through the chain of command. Authority, meaning. Authority is the right to issue orders, make decisions, and use resources. What is parity principle in organizing? Parity principle means that the authority and responsibility should be co-equal. Principles of delegation. 1. Give reason for delegating. 2. Set standards and goals. 3. Ensure clarity of authority and responsibility. 4. Request completion of task. 5. Provide performance training. 6. Provide feedback on performance. Process of delegation. 1. Decide on the task to be delegated. 2. Decide who the task will be delegated to. 3. Provide the necessary resources and authority in order to perform the task. 4. Assign the task. 5. Be prepared to step in if necessary. 6. Establish a feedback system.